Enchanted, the Enchanted Trails. Enchanted Trails RV Park and Trading Post. Wonderful little spot. The front of it, the office here, is right off of old Route 66 and now what is Interstate 40. And right on the edge, we're on the west edge of Albuquerque. The mountains you see there far in the background, that's the Sandia Mountains. And that's Interstate 40 where the traffic is. And this right here, I believe, used to be a little section of Route 66 post 1937. So, and if you look, the building here, this has been here since the 1940s. The Enchanted Trail RV Park and Trading Post, right on Route 66. They've got a wonderful little store inside. Let me see if I can get just a little footage through the window here. Nice little store, nice people, very accommodating, and but I'll show you in a minute one of the reasons I like this place. I like the place. It's just a neat place. I mean, she's got antiques around, but I'll show you in just a minute. They've got some special stuff here, at least for me. Hey, how you doing, YouTubers? Glad to see you're back. Oh, and for those of you who this is your first time, well, welcome. I appreciate every one of you. Really appreciate you showing up. Well, you can see I've fallen in love with the blue grease pencil there. These little pencils, I don't know what they're made of. People use them. I know a lot of tattoo artists use the red, and a lot of layout people use the red and blue because you can, do a basic sketch in red and then erase it down and do it in blue for your changes or vice versa. I just enjoy the tactile, the feeling of it, the lead or whatever it's made out of. Grease, I don't know what those little sticks are made out of, but I like the way it feels on the paper. This one, I'm doing this little camp trailer, and I was out to the Enchanted Trails is the name of this place. Enchanted Trails RV Park and Trading Post. Anyway, I was out there about a year ago and got some pictures and talked to the owner. Her name is Vicky. Really nice place, really nice people. It's just an amazing place. Anyway, I was out there and took a picture, and then my wife and I went back out there this weekend and took some more pictures and stuff. So the picture I left you at the end to draw from is not quite the same photograph that I worked from, because when we went out there this weekend, we got a little bit better photographs, so you have a better angle of the back of the trailer. Enchanted RV Park and Trading Post. It's a fun little place. I really enjoy going out there. And funny thing, I went out there that time, but I have driven by it a bunch of times because Sherry and I, there's a Campworld out in that area. And so we go out to Campworld every once in a while to pick up parts for the trailer or whatever. And we always make a point, because just, I don't know, less than 10-minute drive, I think, west of Campworld is the Route 66 casino. And the Route 66 casino is, I did some work there. About 7 or 8 years ago, I got some friends of mine had a project there, working with a guy named, he calls his business Op Art, and we went out there and did some murals and stuff like that. I painted a bunch of faux bricks in a bar, and painted a sign on the poker room, which I think my signature is still there. But anyway, hold on just a second. So I painted a bunch of murals or stuff there, and I actually lived in the parking lot, towed a trailer out there and stayed in the parking lot. I can't remember. I think it was a month or 2 months. I can't remember how long it was. A lot of fun project. I tell you that to tell you the reason we go out there is not necessarily the casino. I'm not really big on gambling, and neither is my wife, although she does enjoy it every once in a while. We go to the casino, and typically we go with a small amount of money. I mean, $20 to $40 each, and a lot of times when she loses, I'm just sitting around at the machines playing a penny or a nickel or whatever, you know, small machines, and kind of watching people and wishing I could draw. They don't let you draw in casinos. But so when she finishes, I give her what money I've got left, and she goes and gambles. Sometimes we go home with a little money. Sometimes we leave it there and we just go to dinner and enjoy ourselves. But the reason I tell you that is across the street on the north side of Interstate 40, the casino's on the south side. On the north side is a gas station, and in that gas station is a place called Laguna Burger, a little hamburger joint. And they make the best green chili burgers. And so this weekend we wanted to get some footage of the Enchanted Trails RV park, and so we used that as an excuse to go get Laguna Burger and some red chili fries. Terrific stuff going down, although if you don't have a cast iron stomach, I would suggest you take some kind of antacid. Tastes great, but occasionally we do pay a little price afterward. But it's good food, fun to eat. Anyway, where was I talking about this Enchanted Trails? Have I mentioned that they have everything there? You know, it's got antiques all around. And of course, there's the Wi-Fi goes all over the park. They boast having 135 sites. All but 8 are pull-throughs. And one thing they have there that is not real common is, you know, they have it some places, but anyway, they have propane on site. You can get your propane filled. And they have a lot more, though. It's one of those places with character, you know, and it's so well kept. It's just everything is perfect and, you know, clean and nice and painted, except for the antiques, of course. What else? They've got not only the gift shop, but there's a large meeting room. When I was out there a year ago, sadly, when my wife and I went out there this time, Vicki wasn't there. She was off for the weekend or something. And by the way, if you happen to go there, or if you want to go there, I would call in and make a reservation, because the place, it books up. I think there was 2 spots left when we were there this weekend, and this is April, you know, the beginning of April. What was I jabbering on about here? Sherry went with me, and she shot some video, which I'll leave you a little clip. We always shoot a lot of video, but I'm afraid I don't have time to leave you all that we shot there. There's cool things. There's a lot of cool things around. Like there's old gas pump in back. You know, I don't know, 40, 50-year-old gas pump. And, you know, antiques, things, old washing machine from the olden days. I've started doing this. I'm just putting toned backgrounds. For a long time I was doing things with just that stark white, and I've gotten really bored with it. So I'm just kind of toning the paper as I go along. And I'll start experimenting with that, see if we like it better. Another thing I should tell you is, I think on this video, I'm going to start leaving the credits off. It was a suggestion from a family member, and I think there's a lot to it, because I'm putting all that information twice. I leave all that information that's in the credits down in the description, which in this one I've got a lot of links for you. The Enchanted place is on YouTube. you know, the Enchanted RV Park is on YouTube. I mean, not them, but they've been she's been interviewed and by New Mexico True, and there's a couple other videos, so I'll leave you some links to that stuff, and probably to Op Art. You know, another thing, I don't know if I have time to get this in before there's a clip coming up, but just east of this is used to be, of course this was Route 66 when I was a kid. You know, they were building Interstate 40, but it wasn't completed through the Albuquerque area. In fact, it didn't get completed till I was out of the Navy. But we used to go out there. There was a movie theater just maybe a mile east of this, where this campground is. One of those outdoor, you know, movie theaters where we used to hang the speaker on the window there and lay on the hood and watch a movie. And then, of course, well, here comes a clip. This is about April the 10th, somewhere in there, and the place is almost full. I was just in the office, and they were saying it was about full. But what makes it a lot of fun for me is, you see, there's an Airstream over there with some flowers on it, and look at these trailers here, and the old cars, and these are rentable. She keeps them well maintained, and you can rent one, and I've looked in them before. They look pretty much to period, man. This is a 1954, what is it, Shunte, and a 1950 Hudson Commodore. Pretty cool. So anyway, yeah, we're going to draw one of these today. I think we'll do that one over there, that kind of turquoisey one. I'll get some photographs, and we might even do a few of these over the next month. It's pretty cool. All right. So yeah. So anyway, that movie theater turned into a go-kart track. You know, when movie theaters started dying, what was it, early 70s, they started dying out across the nation, and they turned that one into a go-kart track. Yes, that's why I like this place. I had driven by it probably 50 times, but never really considered going there, because Sherry and I go camping all the time, but we don't camp in Albuquerque. I mean, it's only a few miles from our house, like 40 miles. But I think we will now. You know, we might just go there and stay just for the fun of it. It's got those little, she rents those things out, you know, they're well maintained. We got to go in one of the larger ones that you saw, the silver ones that kind of in the background there, and have a look around. A lot of the stuff in them, there's occasionally things that aren't to period, but a lot of the stuff that's in them are to period. I had an idea while I was there that it'd be fun to go during Balloon Fiesta Park, because it's way up on a hill. I think you could watch them. You'd be a distance away, but you could watch all the balloons and stuff, and it's just, and not have to deal with all the congestion of the Balloon Fiesta. It's a crazy time when you're there. Hold on a second. So you could just sit up there, you know, and watch them from up on the hill. They'd be small in the distance, but still be kind of fun. Sherry and I, we had a great time this weekend. We also went to go see my sister dance, and she was at a dance recital at the Albuquerque Square Dance. It's Albuquerque Square. I'll leave a link down there. But oh man, she really shined. It's a place, you know, they had a recital with a lot of people dancing. It was a lot of fun. Served some hors d'oeuvres and some little hors d'oeuvres, and it was just a pleasant weekend. And we also, when Sherry and I were dating, we took a laptop out in the backyard with a futon mattress and watched movies on the computer, back when computers barely ran movies. Anyway, so this weekend we also went out in the backyard and watched a movie. So We've had a good time this weekend. Guys, as usual, I had a really good time doing it. When I put the mat on, I saw I just wanted a little bit more here. So here comes a clip, and Sherry took this little footage of the meeting room just to show you the character that this place has. There's things, little things all over the place that just make you feel like you're half in a museum and half at home, you know. And it's a good sized meeting room if you want to, you know, teach a class or sponsor a group, or, you know, there's all kinds of facilities there. There's the photograph. You can see it's a little better. Like I say, as always, I had a great time doing it. Listen, guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate all of you. And as one guy says on the radio that I listen to, I love you all, some more than others. See you on the next one. Take care now.